Previously on Prometheus.
So I think that things are going a little too straightforward for this vote. Everyone's told me to write down David. However, I wrote down Colin. But I do think that there needs to be some paranoia within the group. So I'm going to take it to my grave that I'm the one doing it. But let's see if it stirs things up a little.
Throwing my vote on Andrew. I'm not going to vote for David. I think he's going here, but that means he's going to the jury. And the first juror being an advocate for my game is awesome. And so I want him to feel good about me, so I'm not going to vote for him.
KAITLYN, I'm gunning for you. After that move yesterday, I just don't know if I can trust you. You were just being very emotional yesterday. And plus, you also put my name down for most emotional. So I think I'm going to have to go with you. Sorry, KAITLYN.
And the sixth person sacrificed from the game, and the first member of our jury, David. David, that is 4. That is enough.
What is up?
Hello.
Hello.
You didn't get any votes this time.
I didn't get any votes this time. Thank God.
Now's where the fun begins, because, I mean, the fun began an hour and a half ago, but now is when I feel like someone from my original tribe is going to try to make a move this round. Cool. I'm trying to make the move next round, and in that situation, I probably want to get rid of Joe. Of the people left from my OG tribe, I feel like we haven't talked as much, but I also feel like he's got a great personality, and that's bad, because Challenge Beast and good personality, you're basically Malcolm. And I don't need a Malcolm messing up my game right now.
Oh, about time. I passed it to you, I guess.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So that means, who did I pick? Oh, that means Anna's going to get votes next time. We're just going to go ahead and order.
Perfect. As long as it keeps being 1, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, at final 3, that'll be a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, so you mentioned you don't have any... Are you going round by round? That's kind of how I'm trying to do it.
Yeah, I'm really glad that it's us here. What happens? Like, say we do pick off everybody. I'm not saying like we have to, but say we do. Yeah. What happens then?
I think that Joe is probably going to try to pull in either Colin or Anna or both and take the 2 of us out, especially now with you being sussed out as most likely to win.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah. So I think that at 7 we should probably do something about that to make sure we don't get caught. Especially you, because I feel like they would pick you off before me.
Do you think they might do something at 8 though? Like, we might not get to 7.
But so the problem with 8 is they would still probably need, I mean, I guess they could just pull everyone in from the other side, but they would probably still need to come to me. And I don't think that anyone thinks that me and you talk like as much. So I feel like if you were to be a name, they would come to me with it. And I feel like me and you could pull in at least 2 people from the other tribe.
What's awesome, as I realized it as the votes were coming in, nobody from my tribe knows what the other tribe's handwriting looks like. So I can say that was one of them. And as things go on, we might start to learn each other's handwriting, but right now I can hide behind stuff, and this game goes so quickly that maybe I can hide behind it for just long enough to get to the end. this round, I think I might flip this round just because I don't feel comfortable with my original tribe of 5. And if we pick off one more, then the final 7 is going to be 5 of us and 2 of Titans. And even if I flip to the Titans, that's not enough. I'm in the 4-3 minority. So I think my only chance right now is to flip with the Titans. Yeah, I'm going to try to get into a breakout room with one of them individually so I can actually talk face to face, because this messaging shit is whack. If I could have talked to people face to face, I probably could have saved David here, but it's fucking to like pretend, like get people to think that things are their idea over Messenger when we have 14 minutes is just not possible. I can't work my usual social magic, not that it's like magical or anything, but I can't play the way I normally do, which is a slow burn, so...
Maybe we take a shot this round.
I'm open to it.
Hey. What is up?
Nothing much. Oh, Carolina, our names were up there. I was.
Yeah.
I was.
You guys hear me?
Y'all are kind of shook.
Bro, wait, I'm so confused because, I mean, I'm going to be very straightforward. I voted David out. Like, I did. I voted him out. I knew that was probably where the majority was going to end up, so I wasn't going to switch things up, you know.
Yeah, no, I knew that's where it was going because I hopped in a call with Anna and Andrew. I was with Kyle in the first one, and he hinted David. Then I get in, and Anna and Andrew were very straightforward with me.
So here's my thoughts are, if David caught wind that Andrew was writing his, or that maybe he proposed him first, in a sense, maybe that is who he wrote, but I also could see him writing my name down.
I think Lauren and Andrew wrote, I think, either our names down, because right before, I was in a room with them right before the end, and they were like, let's maybe think about Andrew, and I was like, well, and so I jumped out, and I'm wondering if they did it. Oh, someone's got to go.
I will go. I'm confused. Who voted for Carolina? And who voted for Colin? So there's a Carolina, a Colin, and Andrew. And then 6 for David. Sorry, I'm just trying to work out this math. I'm just overjoyed that I made it past that round without a single fucking issue. Something always goes wrong. I'm thinking ahead now though. I think me and Kyle, I'm gonna speak to Kyle in our messages, or if I can get him one-on-one in a room now, try and get him to flip with me. Maybe, so I want Lauren gone this round.
You heard Andrew and Lauren wanting to switch it up at the end?
No. I heard David and Lauren going for Andrew at the end.
Oh. Then who wrote Carolina?
I don't know. So I'm wondering, but only one vote was for Andrew. So I'm wondering if maybe because I left the room to go to the temple before they did. So I'm wondering when I left, they were like, all right, we'll just split it between I'm wondering if they put Andrew and myself down. I don't know. Or Andrew and someone else down. Because one vote was Andrew and they both said they were going for Andrew. So I'm wondering if that one of our names probably came from one of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, so who do we think that David wrote? Because no one told David what was going on, obviously, right?
Yeah, he either wrote Andrew, Carolina, or myself.
Okay.
So.
I feel like he may have written my name down. I don't know.
But he's gone now, so it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter. I'm just curious. Honestly, this is what I'm curious. I'm curious if from the majority tribe things were changed up, and why. I understand from us in the minority position why we try to shuffle around and see what can come out of that, but I just don't understand that.
Yeah, I'm wondering how solid our 5 is. Because my name came from somewhere, either from I don't know, but I'm not going to get too paranoid over it because it was just one vote. So
Yeah.
but I'm wondering where those came from because majority were on David. So if my group voted the way we were supposed to, then it was David. But some votes are coming my way, so I'm wondering if that's the other side or some people in my alliance trying to get a little tricky. So I don't know. All I know is that I need to win this next challenge and not fuck up these memory challenges. Good lord, don't go to art school because the fucking oil paint will ruin your brain.
I'm wondering if like anyone was worried about idols or anything.
I don't think idols are here because they're not in the handbook. Like, there's no mention of advantages in the handbook, and I haven't seen any.
I also messaged Prot, and I was like, are there idols? No response.
I don't think there are, because I think if there were...
Never asks for them.
He never asks for them. I don't think there's any advantages, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But, all right, I'm going to mix up the room and see how other people are feeling.
Yeah.
What am I in the river? I might jump to the shelter. Oh, someone's gone.
Well, that was interesting.
That
To say the least.
Hey.
Hi, are we 3? Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're 3. We're good.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I mean, I was shocked to see you and Kara's name come up.
We were just discussing that because we were like, who did that?
Kaitlyn,
Wait,
who did you vote for?
I voted for David. Like, I was locked in. Who do you think David wrote, though?
I think he voted Andrew because Lauren just said he said, I'm voting Andrew before they left.
They told me they were voting Andrew.
Well, she said that she voted David. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. If we stayed 5 strong, we got 6 votes for David. But I
think Lauren might have put my name down. Because Lauren was getting frustrated with me because she was like, are you guys staying 5 strong? And I was like, yes.
Exactly. Immediate grilling.
She was like, you need to be honest. So she was very aggressive with me. So I think she is mad at me. So I think she put my name down, which is fine.
Interesting. Right.
But
we were like, who voted Caro?
Yeah, that threw me for a loop too.
Yeah, because if those were the only 2 people voting not David, then...
Caro seemed to think that it's possible David could have voted her. But if we think David voted
Andrew down.
Yeah. See, that's where I'm...
So,
Somebody...
not telling the truth.
Yeah.
A pot is being stirred.
Yeah.
It's time to get out the spoon.
Well, I achieved my goal of whipping out my big wooden spoon and stirring the pot. It's kind of a witch hunt right now for who voted Colin and Caro.
Yeah.
I'm writing down like who could have possibly voted for everybody to make sure I'm accounting for everybody.
That's smart. Is there...
And what? Sorry, what are you gonna ask? Sorry.
Are we allowed to like... Not that I'm gonna go around like asking people for their parchments, but are we allowed to like know that in any way?
I don't think so, but in games past, to get it like to be like, hey, listen, I'm honest. Like I'll say like I'll write my name in a certain color.
Yeah.
You know I did that, or I'll put a certain symbol, like I'll put a heart or I'll put a star, so you know that one was me. So like I can prove to you I'm voting the correct way. So
maybe we try to find out that way in the next vote. I don't know.
Welcome back to the Challenge Grounds, guys. Here to compete for your individual shot at the Eternal Flame. So for this challenge, we have the Greek Aqueduct. Throughout all of time, humanity has needed water to survive. Oftentimes, people would use wells, springs, or any body of water nearby. As time went on, humanity developed a system to carry water from its source all the way to a point of distribution. This was called the aqueduct. For this challenge, you will need 10 solo cups, 12 playing cards, 1 ping pong ball, and 1 pencil. So, you will start the challenge with all of your cups stacked, cards stacked, your pencil and your ping pong ball laid out in front of you. On go, you will unstack your cups and shape them into an L shape. all cups must be flipped upside down with the exception of the very last cup that will be right side up. You will then use your cards to create a bridge from the starting point leading to the final cup. With your hand gripped at the very end of the pencil, you will guide your ping pong ball without touching it from the start to the finish. The player who successfully completes this wins the Eternal Flame. Alright, Prometheans, in 3, 2, 1, go. Wow. With that, Colin wins the Eternal Flame. Congratulations, Colin.
Good job, Colin.
Yeah. Good job, Colin.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Congrats.
That was fast.
Wow.
Real good.
All that setup for like a 2-second challenge, huh?
Hey.
Well done.
Holy fucking shit, I finally won. Well, it's only round 2, but I won a immunity challenge. Very excited, very relieved that this round I am safe. I didn't think I was necessarily going to be in trouble. However, my name did come up. It was only one name, so you can't get too mad about that because that's usually someone trying to start shit or someone going rogue. So I wasn't mad about one fucking vote, but you never know. So pretty much all I've been hearing is Lauren. I'm okay with Lauren. Lauren is very aggressive. Lauren is trying really hard and playing from the bottom, rightfully so. All credit to her. But the general consensus of the people I've been talking to is that we don't trust Lauren. So she definitely wants you to put out a name. She wants you to turn on your own people. So I think this is probably going to be the last easy vote before it gets nuts. I'm just hoping to get immunity next round as well. But I fucking won! What?
Is that KAITLYN in that square? It's just like a blank square to me.
Yeah, who's here?
According to the participants, it's KAITLYN. When KAITLYN gets it, I want to show her my art pop print.
Yeah!
I mean, it's not like a new thing, but I was like, wow. Yeah. Hey.
Hey!
I wanted to show you this since the challenge yesterday. Oh wait, since...
Yes, I love it.
Thank you. I made it myself. I'm like
Really?
crafty.
You are crafty.
Sorry, I'm like,
Yeah.
the adrenaline. I shake too much. I'm like,
Hey, you're safe now.
I'm safe, thank God.
Woohoo, you can breathe.
Although I don't feel any
Ooh,
easier. I don't feel calm.
I know. Last round I was like,
I know. It is. I feel like this one's going to be difficult because we don't know who to trust for this vote. Well, just want to let y'all know that I am open. I did vote David.
okay, I'm gonna be honest. Everyone has now said to me they voted David.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Both Caro and Lauren have said that.
Yeah.
Well, so KAITLYN, if you want to do what I suggested earlier, if you want to add like a certain element to your voting,
Yeah, I can do that.
to prove that you did vote, like,
Yeah,
like
like
if you want to
code.
add like a star, maybe in the top. I can't do left or right. Top right corner, maybe.
Right corner. Okay.
Top right corner. If you want to add a star, that way we know what are the ideas.
I'll be honest. I'll do what I have to keep myself safe this round. So if y'all are leading one way, I'll get on board.
Oh.
I can leave if you want me to.
I'll leave.
Oh,
Everyone joined you. I'll go to the shelter. Bye.
So,
Andrew was here first.
I can go.
No,
You're gonna go, Andrew? Okay.
I'll leave.
That's fine.
Okay. Hello.
Finally. It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh my God. All right. So, are we just going to be like open and transparent with each other?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we feel comfortable with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't gotten to like talk to you yet, Anna, but I just generally tend to gravitate and I feel comfortable as women. So
same. How are you feeling?
Because
your name got written down and
it's
blank of who could have voted for you. I am like,
I don't know. I don't know. I think
the votes I don't know are
it was someone.
I don't know who voted for you, and I don't know who voted for Colin. I do know who voted for Andrew, assuming that's how David. It's David. The last name he told me was Andrew's name when I was sitting with Colin and him in that last breakout room. Here's the thing, Anna. I'm just going to pitch this from my perspective. Mm-hmm. I think it's in your best interest to not lose another girl in this game. Because if you lost another girl in this game, then they very well could just go All Guys Alliance.
Yes. Who would you suggest? And you told me right before the challenge that, kind of not watch out, but I'm not playing with newbies, so just be aware.
You aren't.
Is there anyone on your radar who you'd want to go for?
I don't know, only because here's my only issue. I don't know what your tribe dynamics were and who was calling the shots on those pre-merge votes for you guys.
Right.
It's a mess. That first vote really stirred the pot. I don't know who's telling me the truth and who is telling me lies and deceit. I don't believe Lauren whatsoever, and I feel like this time it's Lauren, and after that, maybe we can start picking off our own. I would really like to work with KAITLYN and Caro and potentially kick off all of the old primordials with them by my side to then get the primordials votes at the end. I'm a little bit nervous. I have a feeling that we did not have a lot of time and things are not on the same page with a lot of people, but I'm hoping that I'm not in danger tonight. I'm hoping I'm not in danger with this vote and that I can talk to Andrew and Kyle, who I really need to.
Do we still have the same suspicions of who wrote Colin or Caro's name down? Because Joe, do you feel like
I will tell you this.
Okay.
You go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you feel like David wrote Andrew?
Yeah. Here's what I was told. Well, not told. Lauren said she thinks you wrote Caro.
That I wrote who? Caro?
Caro. Yeah. Caro. Is it?
No, I wouldn't do that to her. Honestly.
See, I didn't believe that. But I just...
That's really weird. That's weird to me. No, that's very interesting to me. Yeah, no, we all talked about writing David, and I would have had no reason to write Caro. That's weird.
That was a weird outcome.
Lauren would say that.
Just...
Why she thinks I would do that?
Well, she just said she didn't think you voted Colin.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Well, yeah, I don't know where to go from there. That kind of shook me, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I just felt like you should know.
I appreciate that.
So, now it's time for the craziness to commence. So I think if everything goes right, it will be 5-3. Worst case scenario, I think it'll be 4-4. But we'll see.
Hello.
David voted for me. I reading your message. David voted for me.
I know, right? That's what I thought too.
So that means someone voted for Colin, and someone voted for Carolina. I think that Anna voted for Carolina.
Oh, interesting. Why?
Because she had talked about how she thought that Carolina, Lauren, and KAITLYN were working together. She was afraid of that.
Of course.
And so I think, and she expressed that like right before we went to tribal. So I feel like Anna voted for Carolina, and I heard from more than one person that Lauren and David were both throwing out my name, which is fine because I only got the one vote. But many people or a few people have expressed that they don't trust Lauren too much.
Okay.
How are you feeling?
I'm on the fence. I don't know. I'm on the fence, but at the same time, I'd rather make the mistake of doing too much than too little.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about? I know we talked already about this, but how do you feel about making that move now, since he didn't win? Or would you rather go Carolina, Lauren, or KAITLYN?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go Carolina. After the convo I had with her.
Oh, really? Okay.
I feel like Carolina, I think, was very excited to hear that I was like kind of down to do something.
Perfect.
I would do Lauren or KAITLyn. I mean, if we're gonna do one of the Titans, I would want it to be KAITLyn.
Okay.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Okay. I know that my name was said last round. It's not. I didn't take it too.
It was. You know where it came from.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I knew where. No. I like people were like, oh yeah.
But we don't have much time.
Like, yeah, I know. Yeah.
What do you? I don't care about the last vote. What do you want to do for this vote?
Yeah.
How would you guys feel about? Because Carolina, Kyle said he talked to you.
Yeah.
And he said he really liked you guys' conversation.
I trust Carolina, but KAITLYN, I've saved her ass in this game. I'm counting on her to please be on my side. I want to roll all the way to the end with Carolina and KAITLYN. That's what I've said from day one. I just hope KAITLYN is on our side.
Wait, so we're voting for Joe, right?
I'm voting for Joe. If there's a chance we can switch it to Anna, if I could get rid of Anna right now, I would, because bitch, you ain't talking to me.
I know. All right. Let me go somewhere. Let me see who's where.
I always go out at like 8, so. But I try to come across as not paranoid, like calm, cool, and collected in those breakout rooms. But Anna, gives you nothing. I don't know if she thinks she's in charge of running the show or she's just getting dragged along because people are giving her a load of fluff, but there's no way she'll ever work with me in this game. I can just tell. Joe's trying to tell KAITLYN that on the last vote, I said that KAITLYN voted for Carolina. Joe is way smarter than people are seeing clearly because the fact that his name has somewhat been dropped, but not entirely, scares me because he's a challenge threat. He's smart, he's likable, he is social. And that is like the 3 big things.
It's over here. You and me.
Oh, hey.
What's up? What are you thinking?
So, I've heard Lauren.
And I feel like she's scrambling. She and
Yep, she
Carol
is
were in
shifty.
the first room that I was in, and basically they were like, you definitely don't want to lose another girl because then it'll be like a male majority. But then she was like, so throw out a name. And I was like, I'm not on the bottom. I'm not throwing out a name. I'm not trying to start a pot. Because if I threw out a name, it's one of my former tribe members or KAITLYN, and I'm not doing that. I trust KAITLYN. I still...
Yeah. See, Lauren, I don't believe this, but Lauren told me that it was
She voted for
KAITLYN.
David. No, KAITLYN voted for David.
See, I think Caro did.
So what's the vibe? Okay, what's...
I was just with Lauren and Carolina.
Lauren is crazy.
I think Lauren is panicking because I think she knows she's in trouble.
And so I'm chatting with Andrew, and because Lauren threw Andrew's name out last night. I mean, I shared that with the group. I was like, hey, guess what? So I just wanted to let Andrew know, because Andrew has a history with Lauren where Lauren screwed Andrew over the last game they played together. So I'm like, don't trust her. She's coming for you. Don't trust her.
So that was her kind of cryptic, hey, that you got some veterans on your tribe, you got some OG players on your tribe, and you should watch your back.
Joe just told me that Lauren thinks I wrote Caro, which is weird to me. I definitely I had no reason to write Caro down.
Right.
The other original tribe wants to go for Lauren, which is why I think they're trying to pit me against Lauren. Lauren and Caro are telling me that there's 5 votes for Joe, which means they would have had to flip someone. I think they believe they can flip Kyle. I don't know if that's true or if they're just being gullible.
They were like, throw out a name. And I was like, no, you throw out a name. You are in the bottom.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
I will say the only thing I am hearing from them is that Kyle feels like he's on the bottom of y'all's tribe.
Unfortunately, I did promise to put a star in the corner of my parchment to prove where I voted.
Well, what's going on, Caro?
I feel like the only, what have I heard? I don't know. Like, I've just been switching back and forth.
I do want to tell you, like, I have just been approached like that. Like, I guess Lauren thinks that I wrote your name down. I did not, and I hope you know that. Like, I
look, let me just say this. I will be very straight up. I don't care who wrote my name down. If it was you or if it was anyone else, I don't care, because I'm not going to target someone just off of one vote. I don't work my game like that. Right. I move on. And so if it was you, I believe it wasn't you, but if it was anyone in this room, I don't care. I'm not going to blacklist someone. And even if it was more votes too, like what I've learned before is just because your name was written down by someone doesn't mean you can't work together moving forward.
Right. It's true. That's true.
I always say go to the person who voted your name or wrote your name down and go work with them.
Yeah.
Fair point. We could figure out who that is.
Oh, okay. Well, now I don't have to text this. Do you think the others would make a move? What's up?
Hey.
Hey.
Well, are we good to do Lauren?
Yeah, I would assume so. Okay.
Dude, just text that 5.
But I did just tell KAITLYN that Lauren threw her under the bus last round. So we might be able to get KAITLYN on board. And I didn't lie, that was true.
Yeah.
Like, she did say that, so.
Interesting.
Olympians, welcome back to the temple. So we are going to just kick it off with our most recent recipient of the Eternal Flame. So how's it feeling knowing that you are immune at the temple right now?
It feels great. Especially because I came really close last round and fucked it up. So I'm glad I was able to redeem myself. And yeah, and especially because, I mean, not one vote's not the end of the world, but you never know. So I'm glad that I'm fine this round. So,
all right. So after the temple last round, we kind of had votes all over the place, but obviously the majority were still on David. So, Kara, with you receiving a vote, what are you feeling coming into this temple?
I am feeling like I'm definitely curious where, from what side, what person, obviously, but at the same time, honestly, everyone that I've talked to is like, oh, it wasn't me. Okay, cool. I don't care. Like, if it was you, I really don't care. I'm not going to base my gameplay off of one vote. And even if it was more votes, I'm just not the type of person that will ever discount a relationship with anyone off of votes if I wasn't taken out by it. That's just not, my personal mindset. I am, however, curious, but that's honestly about it. So...
Andrew, you also received one vote. How are you feeling?
I'm fine. I'm doing fine. I kind of expected it and or knew it was coming, but it's very hard to get through these games without having your name written down. So that was nice to have, to see my name for the first time in 2 days. Am I worried? Yeah, I didn't win again, so I think everyone should be worried at this point.
All right. So given that we now have another member that was sacrificed last round from the minority tribe, how are you feeling, Joe, knowing that you guys have the numbers?
I don't think the last vote was necessarily dictated based off of tribal lines. Based on the challenge, not many people did trust David, and that was the way the wind blew. And I don't think having these numbers initially means anything, because there's only one winner. The 5 of us can't vote out the other 3 and all win. That's not how it works. So we need to just be aware that tribal lines aren't everything.
Anna, you were nodding your head at the beginning of his statement. What were you feeling about David's vote out?
That after talking with everybody in the Olympian tribe, I wrote down everyone who said they voted for David, and it was more than 6 people. So there were some lies and deceit that was happening. I don't know from who though. Was it Titans? Was it old Titans, old Primordials? You got to take what people are saying. You can't be like, no, that's not right, and you're lying to me. It's okay, sure. If you voted for David, you voted for David. We'll see how it comes out in the end. And what Joe just said as well, with the 5 of us can't win, so there will come a time where squabbling will happen, turning on each other will happen. Is it going to be this round? I'm not sure. Is it going to be next round? It almost will have to be if it's not the round after that. Like, there's only so many people left in the game, and we can't be 5 strong to the end. Yeah, we can't all win. So when are those shifts and changes going to happen? I don't know.
It seemed like you were also agreeing, KAITLYN, with a number of what Anna was saying. What are your thoughts on that, everything?
I mean, yeah, it's pretty clear whoever is lying about who they wrote down is not trying to own up to it. So, I do kind of feel like we're getting to the point where things are mixing up. We don't really know who to place our trust in. Some of us are wondering about our own people. So it's like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. This last round threw me, I'll admit.
Okay, we're going to move on to Kyle then. Kyle. So obviously trust is always a huge factor in this, these types of games. You need to build the social connections and hopefully you can trust people to move forward with. Do you feel like you're building any sort of trust with anyone?
I do, yeah. I feel like it's, at this point, it's kind of impossible not to. It's just a question of whether that trust is being returned. And you kind of always need to keep an eye out for whether it is or not, and if it might benefit somebody to not give you their trust in this moment. You can't win this game without trust, and it's extremely important to build it. So I do feel like I've been building trust, and I feel like everyone here should feel like they've been building trust.
Now, I always like to look out for the head nods, so it seemed like, Lauren, you were, siding on that with all the trust. Do you want to speak on trust at all? How you feel about the rest of the people?
Speak on trust? Jesus, after that last vote. Okay, I do want to say, there's one singular person in this game that is stirring shit up and planting seeds in people's mind. Am I going to say the name? Absolutely not, because that would crucify my game. But I will say, people are aware of it. People are picking up on it. If they choose to make the move now, that's great. If they choose not to, they miss the window of opportunity. Because here's the deal. If you lose one more person that was on the OG Titan tribe, and you were some person that might not be fully involved with your original on the other group, then your window of opportunity is lost, because then you're down to 2 and you might not be able to make the shift that you necessarily need to make. But there is someone out here that's controlling the game. Have people picked up on it? Maybe, maybe not.
Interesting. I see very big looks with Andrew and KAITLYN especially. Do you guys have any thoughts on someone who is, I guess, taking charge of the game, but also stirring shit up?
It's funny. I just thought it was funny because, yeah, I mean, I'm sure we all have thoughts. It hasn't been talked about with me really, but I have ideas.
Care to share? Andrew, you were going to say something.
That was a very passionate speech by Lauren, and I had to laugh at it. That's it.
Does anyone want to come forward and say who they think is taking charge or stirring shit up? All right. Would anyone like to express any final thoughts or questions before we get to the vote?
I just want to say the people that I spoke to, that's the way I'm voting, and hopefully you go with me on it, because I think if you don't, you're going to lose a window.
All right. Please submit your vote and your voting confessional.
If people don't get you out now, that's a big mistake on their end, because I think you are running the show. You're stirring the pot.
Your perspective in the game, I think, and I'm going to take it into consideration as I move forward. I think you're underestimating me, which is exactly what I want.
I'm voting for Lauren. I don't fucking trust Lauren. She is a snake, and how has she survived with that pre-merge is beyond me. She has got to go.
All right, the votes are tallied. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person with the highest amount of votes will be sacrificed from the game. First vote, Joe. Second vote, Lauren. That's 1 vote Joe, 1 vote Lauren. Third vote, Joe. That's 2 votes Joe, 1 vote Lauren. Lauren. That's 2 Joe, 2 Lauren. Next vote, Joe. That's 3 votes Joe, 2 votes Lauren. Next vote, Lauren. Tied again, 3 Lauren, 3 Joe. Joe. That's 4 Joe, 3 Lauren, 1 vote left. 7th person sacrificed from the game, Joe. That is 5. That is enough. Joe, do you have any final thoughts?
Good game, guys. Yeah, this was fun. Yeah, I had a feeling I wasn't gonna make it to the end. Sorry for stirring shit, because that's apparently what I was doing, even though I was telling the truth. That's a bit awkward. But yeah, good luck to you guys. I just hope whoever's in the final 2 or 3 or whatever augmentation it is, I hope you are ready for a good ascension.
Head on over to the Prometheus YouTube page for additional scenes and content.
During Tribal, I got the vibe it was going to be me. I don't know why. I was just like, something's up. And I could tell by Lauren's speech that if it wasn't her, it was me. Because I know I'd planted seeds about Lauren being snaky, which I do think she is. She did throw KAITLYN and Carolina both under the bus, which I just didn't trust. So if she makes it to the end, she may get my vote. Like, she is playing a good game. I don't know how she's survived this far. I was a very big physical threat. I was going to be going soon. I'd won 2 immunities of 3. And I also did really well in one of the earlier challenges. I think I had a good social game and I was becoming a threat. So yeah, props to them. I'm hoping Kyle or Anna do make the end though. They're the 2 I probably want to win, especially Kyle. He just seems like a really cool guy and he was someone I know I could trust. I felt COUSART was putting on a show when that first vote was read out for me. He was like, I believe he voted for me, and he's trying to do the thing of where, oh, at least he didn't vote me, but he did. And I don't blame him, like, it's a game. So yeah, I was wanting to flip next round, so it kind of sucks that I couldn't make this move. I'm overall pleased with my game, made merge, made jury, I became a threat, and it's better to go up because of that than being a minor character. So yeah.